Hi and welcome everyone, and welcome back if you're a regular viewer, and hello if you've never been to my channel. I'm Sarah. You can find me anywhere on Sarah of Horror. Here on my channel I review movies, TV shows, and other things I find interesting to talk about. And yeah, besides having this channel, I also have a Magic the Gathering channel. Yes, and it would mean so much to me if you would support my channel, go over there and subscribe. It really helps because it brings me one step closer to be able to produce content full time. Yes, on that channel we have some good watch hours. We're so close to being monetized. So if you just subscribe, it will help us so much and I will be able to do this full time, as I said, and that will be amazing. A lot of problems would just disappear from my head. Yeah, but yeah, so thank you in advance, but also subscribe to this channel, of course. But yeah, today we have a really special film to talk about. You might notice my little head accessory here, and the film we're going to talk about today is Bambi the Reckoning. Right, co-host Butler? Are you excited? He's super excited. So, Bambi the Reckoning from 2025 is directed by Dan Allen. It's starring Roxanne McKee, Samira Mighty, Nicola Wright, Tom Mulhern, and Russell Jeffrey Banks. Okay, so in this one, we have a mother and her son. They are on their way to meet some family. They get into a car accident, and they get out of the car, but they have to fight Bambi. Yes, literal Bambi. A mutated version of Bambi has come and is trying to kill them and everyone around them. So it's a fight for life or death with Bambi. I mean, if you're familiar with the, Poohverse, with the Winnie the Pooh 1 and 2, we have Peter Pan, we have, Screamboat, and then we have Bambi. And yeah, there have been a lot of movies inspired by the Disney versions and cartoon versions. And, now we have this whole universe, almost like, the Avengers. But for this. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. And, we're getting movie after movie, get to know these characters. Maybe they will have like a crossover where all of them will be in one film. And yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless. But yeah, I was quite, psyched for Bambi, since I kind of like Peter Pan. But Bambi, I love the poster. I just love the poster. So when I got the chance to see this one, thank you so much, Monsters of Film, for providing me with the chance. And yeah, I just saw it yesterday, and honestly, I really liked how it started. It had the kind of classic, storybook telling recap on why Bambi is mad. And right from the start, I was like, go Bambi. Like, I wasn't rooting for anyone else. I was like, go Bambi. Just kill everyone. I wouldn't mind. And so, I felt like Bambi was in a, slasher film. Jason or Freddy or Michael, just, trying to kill all these dumb and annoying people. So I was like, yeah, go Bambi. But yeah, we did have some annoying characters. But as I said, I didn't mind that because I was just rooting for Bambi. But then we had this family with the Zana and Benji and the grandma, Mary, which I really liked. I liked their chemistry together. I thought their acting was really well, especially Benji and Mary. They had really good performances. And then we also had some familiar faces. And we had Russell Jeffrey Banks, which I've seen in a lot of other films, which I really liked. And I thought he did a really fantastic job in this one. He was very believable. He added something to the core of the family, to the dynamic. And I was just happy to see him. Happy that everything's going so well for him in the acting department. And of course, then we had Bambi. And yeah, I mean, of course, CGI Bambi, but still, I I liked the look of Bambi, and I did like the SFX. Some are very creative, like crushing things, Bambi ripping heads from people, Bambi ripping people in half while they are running. That was quite funny. And then we had some other, forest creatures, which were also cute and diabolical and funny. But this movie, honestly, I thought it would be like more silly, more funny, like some of the other ones. But this one actually wasn't that funny or hilarious, or like some things I think were hilarious. Maybe they were meant to be hilarious, like the way Bambi was running, the way the little critters were attacking, things like that. But it didn't have the same kind of humor or silliness that the other ones did. I think this one was a bit more serious in ways. It had some pretty dark scenes and a pretty grim feeling in some scenes, which I appreciated. I really liked it. And even like one or two scenes even had me a bit emotional, which was surprising. But it's Bambi, so no, I wasn't that surprised. But yeah, I just really liked how Bambi wreaked havoc among everything, just running through houses, through rooms, even opening a door. That was, yeah, Bambi has evolved. Bambi is mad. And of course we had to have some really bad characters, but that was good. As I said, I was rooting for Bambi, so yeah. And of course we had to have a little bit of a twist, which I did appreciate. But some scenes were very dark though, but I understand, as an indie film maker, that lighting is one of the things that can be super tricky, and there were a lot of dark scenes in this one, but I'm glad we got to see Bambi in a lot of them. And yeah, I'm really glad that I got the chance to watch this at the cinema. And yeah, as I said, there were some kind of hilarious death scenes. Some just came out of nowhere, which was pretty surprising and funny, and I appreciate that. And yeah, I do like how creative this film is. And yeah, I think Bambi is definitely one of my favorite among the Disney horror universe. So, what do I give Bambi? I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, a strong 7 out of 10 to Bambi. I enjoyed it. I don't know, I wouldn't mind seeing like a sequel to Bambi. And yeah, I had fun. So yeah, if you're into these types of movies and you enjoyed the previous ones, then you should definitely watch Bambi. But if you didn't enjoy the previous ones and this isn't kind of your thing, then I don't think you would appreciate this one. But maybe give it a chance anyway. When are you gonna see Bambi wreak havoc? So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and, comment like a deer or a Bambi for the algorithm. Of course, it helps me a lot. And also, let me know your own thoughts about Bambi in the comments below, or about the previous movies that we have mentioned today. But yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, to my Magic Gathering channel. And thank you all so much for your support. I do really appreciate it as always. I'll see you in the next one. Have an amazing weekend. Bye.